Hey, Mexitplanners, welcome back and thank you for joining us today on my Sunday stroll from the north part of Merida down to the central part of Merida. Today I have joining me my buddy Veron of Veron's Writing, and Veron is a friend that I met back in October of last year. Very cool guy, very creative poet, and he is joining me today on my Sunday walk down to Centro. As we take a walk down Prolongation Montejo to Paseo Montejo and then down Calle 60 to Centro, we will point out some significant landmarks and just general commentary along the way. So we hope you enjoy it. Hit the subscribe button and take a look. So this is Prolongation Montejo. And this particular overpass has been down for months now since the flooding that happened with San Cristobal.
Really?
It has not been fixed. They're doing some type of electrical and pumping and all kinds of things, but this is a major intersection in the city. And during a weekday, it causes lots of congestion because that underpass is closed. So this is the big bottleneck in Merida. That is really the only source of traffic in the city. So we are now on Paseo De Montejo, which is the main tourist drag in the city. It is a beautiful street modeled after a street in France. I know every video in Merida has people walking this street and showing you the beauty of this street, but this is kind of like the main area. This would be, boardwalk on Monopoly. Like, this is the street. And so it's a really dope street. It's cool just to come hang out when we're not in a pandemic and things are open. This street is filled with street vendors and folks making bracelets and dancing to music. There's a couple dance crews that we've got to know around town, just seeing them. And so it's kind of cool. It's a very cool place. Just great to kill time. You can see it only took us maybe almost an hour to get down here, but we've just been walking and talking, so not really in a rush. It's only a couple miles from the north of the city. So we just walked from North Merida to what is, I would call this, Midtown. This is in between. We're in Centro, but it's kind of in between Centro and the north. So, if I'm using my Atlanta references, this would be the Midtown area, Piedmont Park, that kind of area where just to the left or right of this main street are all sorts of, old colonial homes. Itzimna is just above this, which is a very nice neighborhood. But this is Centro, or this is Paseo de Montejo, which, if you're familiar with Atlanta, would be like the midtown of the city. Oh, snap. Well, these streets ain't loyal, I told you. So this is our Walmart. This is the Walmart in Centro. And it's a weird entrance, but, this building matches the character of the street and the location that it's in. So this is the Central Walmart. So this building to the left is a hotel. It's a really dope hotel, boutique, called Rosas y Chocolate. Normally when things are, again, outside of the pandemic, there's live music on Sundays right here on this patio. There's people teamed out here just jamming to live music, and they're serving breakfast. And so people are eating breakfast in here and also are outside and also inside. Very good restaurant, very good. They have one of the best French toast that I've ever had, and nice boutique hotel. So hopefully they'll be back open soon. Looks like they're open for breakfast or for service during the week. But again, all the restaurants cannot have service inside during the weekends. So this is Hennessy's. This is the Expat Hub Central. Very good restaurant. outstanding owner. Sean is probably one of the nicest guys I've met in Merida. He embraced my daughter and our family like nobody, like just like, hey, you guys are old friends, almost like Cheers. This is the Cheers of Merida. Super place, great owner, great food, great staff. Can't say enough good things about it. The building on the inside is really dope. And anything that's happening in the expat community overall is happening at Hennessy. So from sports to NFL football to you name it, this is a big expat bar, but also locals like it as well. I've had the fortune of playing golf with Sean and just hanging out with him and getting to know him a little bit, and super nice guy. So so we're coming to the end of Paseo De Montejo. Yeah, this place used to have lots of people outside. I've never eaten here.
You ever ate it?
Nah. I should give it a shot. I was told the food is just okay. But I mean, it stays packed, so.
Yeah.
This is Tags across the street. I don't know if I got a good view of it or not, but our friends Nate and Cassie did a video with Mauricio, the owners, one of the two owners, and of a tour on the inside. So I'll probably link to that in the video here. But really cool store, great owners. As I was just explaining to Veron, they use a sublimation process to do these really cool designs. My wife got a pair of shoes with like disco turntables and some other really cool urban stuff on it. And then they're on a shoe that's much like a Tom. Tom's back in the States, and so the shoes kind of like the same style, but they're actually made by local people here in one of the towns, one of the pueblos. And so everything is completely custom. He takes your shoe size, he does the fit and all that stuff, and then he turns out a pair of shoes. And I want to say they were under $20. Maybe even like $10. They were not super expensive to get a completely custom made to your foot shoe with the design and everything that you wanted on them. So, and it didn't take long either. It was like maybe 2 or 3 days. He ordered them. We didn't have to prepay or do any of that stuff. It was just a super experience. So highly recommend it. In fact, I'm gonna cross the street and let you hit the window so you can kind of see what we're talking about. So this is the design. I think Tanita actually has this particular design that's below me here. So let me see if I can maybe tilt the wheel a little bit and give you an idea. So the shoes with the keyboard and the turntables, that is the print that she got. And of course the shoes were completely sized to her foot. As you can see, they have many others in the back there. And I was telling Veron, I wanted a pair, but I just couldn't figure out. I actually wanted the pair that the owner had on, which was like a limited edition pair. So I was like, yeah, I want something like that. But I understand how that works. I've made plenty of t-shirts in the past that people wanted that I was like, yo, this is for me. So I get it, but very cool. Everything artisan handmade, super nice owners. Definitely worth, if you have a family member that is into Toms, I think they would absolutely love these. Would make a great gift for Christmas or on your visit to Merida. So I want to make sure you can see what we're going to see. This is Parque Santiana. Lots of restaurants. There's probably 7 or 8 different restaurants in this park. They do concerts and stage things out here in this little area. There's a stage back there with right in front of those statues of the bust of the great men probably of Merida. I'm not really sure what those statues are. I never really stopped to look because it's generally so packed with people eating at the different restaurants. This park is really cool, lots of vendors. So in the area that we're standing and walking right now, they'll generally have vendors posted up, so you really don't get to see a lot of this empty like this. Like, this is eerily scary that that this park is empty, because I've never seen it without other people besides myself, like at least one other person. But this is Parque Santiana on Calle 60, or Santa Lucia, sorry, Parque Santa Lucia on Calle 60 in Centro. So, and this is always an easy park to remember because of the two big friendship chairs. So these chairs have a history in Merida. I came here 15 years ago and actually have a picture of my now 18-year-old daughter sitting in one of these chairs in the main square of Merida. And so they're friendship chairs, very famous throughout the city. Some private homes have them. You'll see them throughout most of the parks and all of the streets. But very cool area, very cool park. All of the buildings behind it are different restaurants. So they'll have Apollo, which is one of my favorite restaurants. One of the best burgers in town is Brian's Burgers, Bryan. Brian knows what he's doing when he's making burgers. But this is Barrio Santa Lucia and Parque Santa Lucia is where we are right now. That bird literally just opened that fruit and is eating it right in front of us, which is kind of cool. Like, he knew exactly what he was doing.
You see all this free food on the ground?
Yeah, yo. Let's get a meal in Parque Santa Lucia. Let me see if I can.
Guayas.
What? ¿Cómo?
Son guayas.
¿Con guayas?
Son dulces.
Son dulces, sí.
¿Ya lo probó?
Sí, sí. Muchas gracias.
Oh, gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Grande ya.
Muy bien.
Mi casa hay una mata.
It's like a plum. No.
Es igual que esta.
Ah.
Se cayó mi primo de 4 metros.
Oh, sí.
Se lo dije. Está mojado, está húmeda, le digo.
Ah.
Ya llovió. Se trepó con la escalera y luego se trepó así, cayó. En el hospital.
Muchas gracias, señor, para probar. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Veron. So we're rolling up on the Central Park. That's a beautiful view. I'm actually gonna walk in the street. That was kind of cool. I hope my camera was still running when that happened. But this is the main cathedral in the city to the left as we walk up here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me flip over to that way. So that's the main cathedral in the city. And then just to my right here, we are in the Zocalo, which is the absolute center of the city. So all the distance is measured from this point on the city. As you can see, it's closed, so we can't really walk in it. We can only walk around it. And again, this is, 4.25 miles from my door to here.